In this video, we'll be discussing anchors. To begin with, prior to installing your anchor correctly, you want to ensure you have the center of your roofing truss or joist. In order to find the center, you can utilize one of these CHIPS tools, tools spelled with a Z, chiptools.com. I believe I might have a link for it on the Elevated Task website. Same thing with the majority of these products we're discussing as far as anchors go. Many of them will have links on the products tab of the elevatedtasks.com website. These two anchor styles are known as hitch clips. Both hitch clip and Guardian make the same style, but they're made of different composite metal types. You can see that these styles of roofing anchors show the different various points of penetration for fasteners to go into. When we're discussing fasteners, we're discussing shear, strength, load limits. The majority of the fastener types that come in your kits when you purchase a commercial anchor, some kind of lag screw or a heavy nail. Although those may be good for single-time use, they're typically not great for reuse, which is why we discuss the GRK structural lag screws that you can see in gold. Notice the differences between the GRK structural lag screws and the other styles that they put in most of these anchor points upon purchase. Here's another style of anchor points for the ridges, made from Multi Dynamics. As you can see, the spacing for the anchor fasteners are supposed to follow down a truss or rafter, but slightly offset. This is a bull ring anchor, a lot more heavy duty and thicker metal. As you can see, not all of the holes are going to be the same diameter to allow multiple styles of fasteners, depending on what size fastener you're putting in. This anchor with the chain is a Guardian Halo anchor that's perfect for installing at the ridge peaks and allowing you to use it not only for a horizontal lifeline when installed properly on both ends, but also to safely traverse from one side of the roof up and over the ridge to the opposite side of the roof. Same thing with the placement directly in the center of your roof rafter or roof trusses. Always keep in mind to double check any and all components prior to putting your weight on it and prior to installation. This is a prototype roof anchor that will allow a little more flexibility and larger span of area, similar to the Halo anchor, that should be in its final stages and ready for purchase sometime in late 2025. It allows for mobility and flexibility and minimal screws to be inserted into the rooftop when used with the proper type of structural lag screws. Notice that the majority of all these anchors are going to be rated for only one person because of the pound rating on them. And always ensure a proper fit of any and all components, no matter which anchor and apparatuses you are using. Check for any and all defects, and when in doubt, refer to the manual of the manufacturer or simply replace. This expandable anchor is made for only concrete, to have a hole drilled into the concrete, and the expanding wedge anchor goes in place and when released has a proper tension hold to be used as an anchor point. Other common anchor points are going to be anchors of the strap varieties. Now, these strap anchors come in a multitude of widths and lengths, and they'll also come in a multitude of different weight load ratings. So keep that in mind to ensure you're getting the best bang for your buck when you're purchasing these different styles of anchor straps, depending on what type of surfaces you're going to install them on. For example, the small ones, obviously smaller beams, pipes, depending on the size of the tree trunk, compared to the larger strap. And the correct way to install the majority of these anchor straps are going to be with a basket style hitch. So if you look up basket hitch, it's equal proportions around whether it's a pillar, a beam, a tree, equal sides. So the tension and pull is pulling on both sides equally of not only the strap, but also the anchor point you're putting it on itself.